Well, tonight, authorities across Texas are looking at their outstanding cold cases to see if there might be a connection to Raul Meza. Thanks for joining us. I'm Daniel Marin.
And I'm Britt Moreno. Meza is a convicted murderer, and now Austin police are calling him a serial killer. This after he reportedly confessed to 2 more murders and said he was ready to kill again. KXAN's Brianna Hollis spoke to a former homicide detective tonight about what investigators will face as they try to connect Meza to other unsolved cases.
But serial killers are just a whole different breed.
Kevin Lawrence, the executive director of the Texas Municipal Police Association, used to investigate people accused of committing multiple murders.
It's actually typically pretty overwhelming.
Based on information we got from police this week, we know Meza's potential spree expands at least this far and all the way out to San Antonio. We have the 1980s murder of Kendra Page in southeast Austin. This week, police arrested Meza in the death of his Pflugerville roommate, Jesse Fraga. He also implicated himself in the death of Gloria Lofton in 2019 in East Austin. And according to other court documents, he also admitted to killing 2 people in San Antonio.
Multiple crime scenes, multiple sets of witnesses, and you have to coordinate all that. But typically it is when you are working on a murder case, and then all of a sudden you start getting information about another incident, another case, or another agency will call you out of the blue and say, hey, by the way, we've got a similar case over here. We'd like to compare notes.
Lawrence also says people who repeatedly get away with killing others typically have a similar personality trait.
They're very charismatic, very smooth talking. They're very comfortable in their own skin, and therefore they're able to hide in plain sight.
Brianna Hollis, KXAN News.
The Lone Star Fugitive Task Force told us Meza was known to travel the I-35 corridor and frequent hotels along that highway. They caught him on North Lamar Boulevard talking with other transients. They say he was carrying a bag and inside zip ties, duct tape, a flashlight, and a gun with additional rounds. Now, we dug through our own archives to hear directly from Meza. It was in 1993 when he was first released from prison for killing 8-year-old Kendra Page. He tried to convince the public he had changed. Take a listen.
There is nothing that I can do to change the past. I can only tell you that in my heart, I know that I will not willfully bring harm to anyone.
Protesters in Austin greeted his return with angry yells outside his mother's home. He had been rejected from 5 Texas cities after people had learned what he had done. But Meza's mother was eager to see him.
I'm feeling hopeful for the future for me and my family and my son in spite of what's going on outside the front yard. I know that Raul has had to take a long way home, but he's finally home where he belongs.
His mother had asked for the public to leave them alone, and she also showed us this picture Meza drew for his mother as a symbol of their dedication to one another.
And we've also learned more about Meza's parole violation about 1.5 years after he was released for the little girl's murder. Now, at the time, investigators told KXAN Meza had been wearing an electronic monitor and was supposed to be under lockdown from 7 in the evening until 6 in the morning. Now, during a spot check, a parole official found Meza missing around 12:30 a.m. one morning. Meza told his parole officers that he left for 15 minutes to buy a pack of cigarettes. Parole officials didn't buy his story and told KXAN there was actually 3.5 hours unaccounted for. During his parole hearing, Meza said he wouldn't do it again, and that didn't sit well with the little girl's father.
It's very simple for people to say, yeah, I won't do it again, and then go back out and repeat their crimes. And I'm sorry, but I just didn't feel sorry for the guy when he had done what he had done to my daughter.
Authorities ultimately decided to revoke Meza's parole, and he was sent back to prison where he remained until 2002. And we wanted to get a better idea on how the parole system in Texas works.
C.W. Roberts with Texas Parole Consultant tells KXAN the state has a broken system.
It's not something that is any one person's fault. It's just that we're crowded. It's undermanned and overpopulated as an institution, and so it's very easy to, in those conditions, lose track of somebody.
Now, Roberts went on to say the state has made changes since the 1980s. He says prisoners are spending more time in jail these days, but he also said not all inmates need to spend time behind bars. Make sure you don't miss any of our continuing team coverage on this story. Right now on KXAN.com, you can see an in-depth timeline of Raul Meza's criminal history and where he committed these crimes.